Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo! Wanna come over for tea? Huh? Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl.
Yep, here's the room, and it's empty and waiting for us. Now that... Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge. Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we get to... Oh, remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so... Yippee! Then it's agreed. Paimon didn't expect that style. No! Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
Excuse me, but do you know if the traveler and Paimon...
Huh? Who are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Phew, looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked this.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty?
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the...
Nivelette? He wants to see us again already? Huh.
I am not privy to the details.
If you said...
Now that I've delivered the message...
Thanks! We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit. Did you want to see us about something? Huh?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next... well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just...
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you. The situation is this. It has come to my attention that the Snezhnayan harbinger known as the Knave. I heard that she was originally from Fontaine. I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan harbingers in a court of law. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a—
No, we shouldn't.
Oh?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that
Though diplomatic relations between—
It was just an analogy. An analogy.
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared—
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities. Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have—
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have—
Lady Farina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So I only hope that justice will be served.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party. I assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina? Lady Farina?
Yes, that's right. Just like you said, to make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone at—
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by— Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood. Perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of Child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries. Yes. As you surmised, understanding Child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would so now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, okay. Why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Child and confirm his condition. It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina?
About that.
The fortress of Meropide has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there. However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
The knave showed up already? Well, Linny did say that Father will be returning soon. We didn't even know that Linny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I also noticed that Lady Farina...
Could the knave be threatening Lady Farina or something?
If that were the case...
So maybe that's not...
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to report, the details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but their special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible. I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child.
So this is what you wanted to see us about before.
Yes. I would like you to go to the Fortress of Meropide and investigate. This was my proposal during our meeting with the Knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, the Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the...
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The Fortress of Meropide is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before. The Fortress of Meropide may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to...
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secret... So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Yeah, no matter how you look at...
You two have my sincere thanks. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Meropide's entrance on Erinius once you've
Prepared ourselves.
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath.
Oh, right! Even though we'll be there on Trump... On second thought, is it too late to back out?
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Now that's more like it. Come on, Traveler,
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token.
Take it easy.
I'll have that, and that. Oh, and one of those too. Ooh, and no Fanta, thank you. That cake was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we're about to... Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we... But here we are. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get...
Oh, what is that I hear? Is it the taste of a breaking story?
Hey! You can't hear a taste! And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some... calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now.
You know we can still...
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention...
No way! We would never! We're just going there to, Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neverlet told us to keep it a secret!
Huh? You're being a... Oh.
You mean Paimon really did something that serious? Sorry, Paimon really messed up.
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. Oh, right. There's still a chance.
About that.
Oh, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get... He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine. Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant... On top of that, the Fortress of Meripede has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically no... Oh, if I could write an exclusive article...
You make it sound...
Of course! I wouldn't ask you to do it for free.
Alright, you got a deal. We'll do it.
Then it's settled. The food should be here any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
Oh, Paimon's...
You have come just as promised. Yes, this is the one and only entrance to the fortress of Meripede from Irenaeus. Careful. You may want to step back a...
Whoa! So you have to go down from here? Is the prison underwater?
Utilizing both the barrier of the water as well as the fear humans have of the depths. But do not worry. It is not nearly as frightening.
Paimon hopes you're right.
Oh, and there's one more thing. I mentioned that I have had personal dealings with the administrator of the fortress, Wriothesley. He's a very shrewd fellow.
Yeah, we heard about him too. He's that Duke, right?
Correct. He is the highest-ranking manager of the underwater prison. Even though you are going there to investigate, the Duke rarely ever leaves the fortress of Meripede. All right. That's about all the time that we have to talk privately. I'm counting on you two.
Don't worry, we won't let you down.
Good. Madeline!
I'm here, Monsieur Nervalet.
Like we would try.
Please follow me, you two.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock up the rest of the... Once I'm feeling up to it. Blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather.
Sounds good to me.
Take it easy.
underwater now? Huh. So this is what it feels like to be a criminal in Fontaine.
You two seem to be taking this pretty well. It's rare to see convicts in such a good mood.
Oh, it's you, Madeline. Why'd they make you make the trip down here today?
Monsieur Nervalet personally requested I...
Well now, aren't you the lucky one? Must be nice to be on good terms with the big shots like the Chief Justice. The only people I get to see every day are the new inmates.
Well, have you tried service with a smile?
Yeah, right. And even if I did smile at them, the convicts would probably just think that I'm some freak getting some kind of twisted enjoyment from their pain.
Oh, she's got a point.
Well, I've finished transferring you. You two will register here, and Maret will guide you through the remaining procedures.
Yep, I'll take it. Okay, let me see.
That would be it.
Let me confirm your charges in eating a cake specially prepared for the Archon by a Snezhnayan envoy without the Archon's permission, thereby incapacitating the political center of Fontaine for a brief period. Sentence: 45 days?
Huh? Wait, you mean the cake that Nervalet gave us was...
Just looking at the charges, it seems you two are capable of causing some serious trouble. And considering how fond Lady Furina is of sweets, this crime is tantamount to trying to assassinate the Hydro Arc. Now I've seen everything. Anyway, we still need to finish processing you before you can enter the Fortress of Meripede. Please stand in front of the board over there. I'll take your...
Oh, all right. But be sure to...
And we're done. Thank you for your cooperation. Next, someone will be along to guide you inside the fortress. Please be sure to cherish this opportunity for rebirth.
Huh? Rebirth? Isn't that a little much?
You two are the new inmates, right? Follow me.
Oh, okay. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler.
Save it. Not like I'll remember your names. Move it.
Oh, are you one of the guards here? Is there anything we should be careful of while we're here?
Why should I tell you anything? What's in it for me? This is exactly why I can't stand you fish. I wouldn't even be doing this if it weren't for the credit coupons.
Credit coupon?
Alright, seeing as you're not the annoying kind that's getting dragged in here crying and blubbering, I guess I can tell you a few things. But next time, it'll cost you some coupons. Mora means nothing here. Here, we use credit coupons. Coupons can get you almost anything in the Fortress of Meripede. Desires? Fulfilled. You want power? No problem. Coupons can even change fate itself.
So, credit coupons are a currency that can only be used here?
It's not as simple as that. Like Moret said, everyone gets a chance at rebirth. No matter how much money or power you had, everyone starts from the same place. I guess that's the real purpose of the coupons. They symbolize true fairness and true justice. And this is also exactly why so many criminals choose not to return to the outside world, even after they've served their sentence.
Oh, so that's what the Fortress of Meripede is like. Huh. Paimon was under the impression that it'd be more like a
It certainly ain't all sunshine and roses here, but it's also not the worst place to be. You'd better take a good look at the scenery now. It'll be the last chance you get for a while. After being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home. It just stops feeling oppressive, you know? Oh, I'm actually an inmate like you two. Welcoming newcomers is a job I've picked up to earn some extra coupons.
Why aren't you answering us again?
I've told you enough for free. Any more info is gonna...
So all you care about is Mora!
Almost there. It's down through here. Your turn to give it a try.
Take it easy.
Wind Strider.
So, we're going even deeper now? Just how deep down are we?
It's like a metaphor for your previous life, isn't it?
Our lives weren't that bad. So this is the actual entrance to the fort? Huh. It looks like there are other new arrivals, too. Oh, they sure don't look happy. Oh, right. We're on some... If we're discovered, even Neuvillette might not be able to rescue us. Hey! Don't scare Paimon! Oh, Paimon's not ready for all this.
Look, I don't really know you, and I have no idea what kind of crime you committed.
Someone important?
Now's not the time to worry about that. Anyway, it's over there, so... You just go on over there by...
What was that all about? Wait a second. Are there usually so many garter mechs around here? They're already onto us?
Prisoners numbers 7459 and 7560. Welcome. Oh, no need to be anxious. These Gardamex aren't here to attack you. In fact, they're here as your honor guard. When I heard that you were friends of Monsieur Neuvillette, I had the Gardamex come and waiting for—
Wait! You know about our connection with Nerva?
The seafloor isn't as cut off from the world as you might imagine. However, I'm afraid that I know nothing more than that you are friends of the Udex. And as you can see, committing a crime means being sentenced here, even if you're friends with the Chief Justice.
The Duke! Greetings, Your Grace. Lovely
Oh, greetings, my good fellow. Well, I'm willing to imagine that the weather is as good outside the sea as you say it is.
My profuse apologies.
So this is the Duke.
The Traveler and Paimon, correct? Mr. Deacon here was responsible for your welcome. I trust. Outstanding. Well, Deacon, I recall we discussed fate during our last work meeting, I believe that fate will— when you return to your bunk, you'll find the guards have issued some extra credit coupons.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, and you too. I can't believe you gave me such praise.
Well, I believe that concludes the introductions. We've already taken enough time.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take my leave now.
Please, follow me. To make you feel more welcome, I'll show you—
He's going to personally give us a cure? Huh. Paimon can't figure out what this guy's thinking at all. No wonder Charlotte's so interested in him. He's one of those mysterious types. Alright, let's keep up with him.
There's no need to be so reserved. The label of criminal is nothing but one of many identities. And being criminally inclined—
Is it really okay?
well, then maybe you'll be able to carve out a name and— But before you go in swinging, please remember that in the Fortress of Meripede, it's better to not— Now, we've arrived at a very important place. The Coupon Cafeteria. You can come here and claim one welfare meal each day.
Welfare meal? You mean...
That's right. Criminals are essential to Fortress operations, so we must guarantee that they at least have the basic means to survive.
But that's not how it was. Back in the day, it cost your reward coupons just to get a cup of water here. For fish like you who just arrived with nothing, you'd have to go to work hungry until you earned enough coupons to eat. It was only after His Grace became the administrator that we got the free meal. Now everyone gets a square meal every day, even no-good slackers who've never picked up a wrench in their whole lives.
In the Fortress of Meripede, credit coupons are the only currency, and everything must be purchased. In some sense, you could say using the coupons is a form of trade. But trade is always conducted by people. So if we want trade here to prosper, we need everyone to work hard and live. If nobody could even afford a meal, then the whole fortress would be up in arms. And that would— So, rather than saying that we're giving everyone a free meal here, you should say that everyone's hard work has improved the living conditions in the Fortress of Mer—
Your Grace's reasoning is correct, but whatever the case, hard work is rewarded here.
Right! Paimon sees your point. Oh, wait, no. We shouldn't drop our guard so quickly.
Let's continue this way. This place is known as the Pancration Ring. Sometimes we have criminals who have more energy than they know what to do with. So, instead of leaving them to their own devices, we've provided them with this dedicated venue.
Pancration matches? And you can earn extra.
But I must warn you that your sentence will be extended if you fail to restrain yourself and end up seriously injuring.
So, did you say?
No, actually. I just granted approval for the organizer to use this area to build the ring, and I collect a portion of the proceeds in return. Of course, the fees are also quite...
Oh. Do you mind if we ask what they're used for?
Sure. Ensuring personal safety, maintaining the arena, and resolving any conflicts that arise.
Oh, no. Paimon was just wondering if that's how you pay.
A reasonable guess. I see you have a talent for entrepreneurship.
Oh, you hear that? Paimon has a talent! So we can start a business here?
That is something you can discuss between yourselves later. Let's move on for now.
Your Grace. Good morning. I mean,
What time indeed? Time waits for no one, so it's best to...
my...
Jeez. That guy's so...
These are the dormitories, which is where inmates sleep. The guards will inform you where your bunk is later. In the Fortress of Meripede, criminals usually spend most of their time in either the production zone or the sleeping areas.
The production zone?
Not necessarily. Though working in the production zone is the most reliable way to earn credit coupons.
Wow.
The fact that the Fortress of Meripede has continued operating completely autonomously is proof. As for what we produce, many of the clockwork machines. Therefore, the Fortress of Meripede is not only... There's no need for me to get into specifics about the production process. Let's move on. The tour continues over this way.
You really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here.
The only thing you should be seeing is the work in front of you. Stay focused and keep up the... Oh?
It's nothing. Your Grace? What are you doing in the infirmary?
Not yet, unfortunately for you.
Then you...
Allow me to introduce you. This is the infirmary, and see.
Hello, new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
Since you seem to have some rare down.
Oh, then.
Thank you. Your presence will be the.
Oh, so the tour party.
I believe I've already covered the primary aspects of life here in the. I seldom conduct.
Well.
Then let's head back to the coupon cafe.
You should at least try to be excited. Our What do you think of the food? Does it meet your expectations? Wow, it looks delicious! Nuub made it sound like living conditions in the Oh, isn't that the meal box that only super lucky
It actually has nothing to do with luck in this case. I had a word with Walsey, so you didn't have to draw.
Oh, yes. What you get to eat depends completely on your luck. You could say that it's a distasteful. I knew it! If criminals got to eat tasty food like this every meal, Excuse me, did I hear you mention Nervulette just now? I've been wondering. He seems healthy no matter how you look at it.
Sounds like he hasn't changed a bit. Looks like you can stop worrying so much, Sigewinne.
Oh, that's good. But I still feel.
No news. Maybe next time I've got something to discuss with him, I can invite you.
But isn't the Fortress of Meropide independent?
Well, we provide all kinds of mechanical products for official use, and some essential goods have to be obtained from the overworld, so we naturally have to stay in touch about this and that. Monsieur Nervulette's character is unimpeachable. No matter the question, you can discuss in light of that. In fact, right now, I'm treating you two as guests invited by Monsieur Nervulette. But after this, you two will just be inmates here. You're very welcome. Well, your new life...
Traveler in Paimon, right? Listen up. As new inmates, the only thing you need to... Your bunks are right over there. Follow me.
So this is where we'll be sleeping from now on. Oh, Paimon can't believe this! By the way, Traveler, even though the Duke didn't say it too direct, we are criminals, and Paimon did eat that cake. But we're actually... Is it possible that he knows... Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. He probably knew why we came here from the very beginning and intentionally wanted to send us a message. Maybe something like, hey, yeah, you're right. It's not like we can go back to Nervulette. And besides, so we at least need to try. You mean? Yeah, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Paimon almost spilled the beans. Fortunately, based on his attitude, we worked so hard to help clear Linny and Lynette. Oh, right! Linny and Lynette are from the House of the Hearth. They work for the Knave, so they could be here to investigate too! Huh? Oh, it's a... It looks like a magician's prop. It was nice to bump into you again. Let's catch up in the production zone to... What in the world? It's written like he's greeting him. If you say so. We can ask him what's going on tomorrow. Hey, you're finally awake! Well, it's Paimon's first day as a prisoner. Last night, Paimon... Hey, come on! It's just a dream!
Hey, lazy bones! What are you still doing here? If you don't want to starve, then get yourselves over to the sorry!
Ah, you must be—
Yep, we just arrived yesterday and...
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking!
Yes, sir.
Listen carefully to my instructions. I don't want any mishaps. Every machine here is worth more than the boat. Working around these machines can be very dangerous. Do your job well, and anyway, the Fortress of Meropide doesn't want to lose a single one of its machines.
Got it!
Your job is to use the machine over there to process widgets. Watch carefully, and make sure you step on the pedal at the right time. If the machine gets jammed, then give it a little maintenance with your fist. Here, take the— Bring me the process widgets, and I'll give you some credit coupons in exchange.
Once the widget is hot enough to glow, jump to step on the pedal and hit the widget with... So if the machine gets jammed, you just need to attack it to fix the problem. Okay, you got it! Great! Now we can
Huh. This one is tall. Alright, I'll pass you for now. And
Paimon's exhausted. We're done now. Ugh. Even he probably just finished up. Lenny? Mr. Magician? Where are you? Oh, this had better not be some disappearing act. He doesn't seem to be around here. Let's try looking somewhere else. Where could he be?
Hey, over here.
Oh, you...
Oh, you scare so easily?
You little...
Sorry.
Oh, Lynette! You're here too! You two...
That's right. My brother simply...
It's not just Lynette. Fremine is also here.
Oh, you mean that diver from the house? Now hurry up and tell us. How did...
Sadly, even the teeniest of things can land you in prison these days. I put together a street performance and used the popularity we gained.
And then...
Next, I invited several audience members to participate in the show. And then, with the entire audience watching, their wallets suddenly...
My brother was charged with theft, and I was charged as his accomplice.
It really isn't that bad. The missing wallets are all in the leftmost drawer of the Maison Gardiennage's big filing cabinet. We just need to see how long it takes to...
Yep, we should be released then.
In terms of the magic trick itself,
Leave it to Lenny to magic himself into prison.
Indeed. Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised that So I don't plan on keeping anything from you this... We were instructed by the father of our house, the knave.
Told you so!
As for what we're investigating, some even say that the House of the Hearth has been but recently, all of our... We believe that this is a direct provocation. Father has somehow managed to confirm that Focalors does not...
Huh? How did she manage to...
Father has her ways. Many of them are beyond...
It was this information that led us to suspect that...
So it's all about the Gnosis again.
Well, that's about it from our side. How about you two? Did Monsieur Nervulette send you here?
Bingo! The knave has been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what happened to Child, so we came here to investigate. Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
You don't need to worry too much about... Father used the situation as a pretext to negotiate...
Sometimes you need an
Of course, it's...
Is it just Paimon? Or does it feel like...
I wouldn't go that far. Father just has different standards than we... Even though we have different objectives, we're both here to investigate. As you know, the House of the Heart...
See, I told you.
Is that so?
Lenny seems to be thinking pretty hard about something.
Of course he is. Lenny has been looking forward to a chance, or I should say...
Lynette, just tell...
It's okay to open up a little.
Very prudent. I was prepared for the worst. Since Lynette and I arrived, most people just clammed up. You should be aware of that.
A forbidden zone?
Good. That's the most... Oh, look at the top.
Oh, that's just what Paimon wanted to hear!
Time to go.
Oh, he wasn't kidding. Today's meal is nowhere near... forget about... But... life...
You think so, mate? If I had a coupon, seems you fishies still haven't learned your lessons from your life up on this circuit. If you take things at face value, then by the time you reach a dead end, you won't even know how you ended up on that road in the first place. I like your attitude. Everyone's been telling you to just follow the rules and not cause any trouble for you. But what they don't tell you is that the rules aren't exactly what they pretend to be. The rules for being a prisoner. The truth is, this place has a lot of hidden rules.
Huh?
Not everyone knows about those rules, but whether you know them or not...
Really? Oh, now you're...
Of course. And I...
Oh, you mean that if there really are hidden rules? In that case, would you tell us some hidden...
Come on, mate.
Paimon understands, but...
Yeah, I know. Not like... Moreover, you're new fish. Freshly caught. And completely... I'm usually around the rag and bone shop.
He left. Just like that. Huh. Do you think he's just trying to scare us into buying fake information? Yeah. It might be a good place to... But, like he said... we were so busy talking, we almost forgot to... So Paimon just confirmed, but it seems like... Oh, and they also said that they weren't kidding. Credit coupons... not even... Are you awake, traveler? What's wrong? You seem to have something that is... that even... Oh, child's vision! So you had it with you this whole time? Maybe the vision connected child's consciousness to yours! And our investigation has its first major breakthrough! So what did you see in the dream? Do you know where child went? Huh. Oh, what's more important now is that it's the start of another new day as prison. What's the plan for today? Let's go! It's time to...
Look who decided to show up. Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a-wasting. Good, here you go. Remember...
it seems we're really getting the hang of it now.
Hey there, fellow shift mates. I saw you finished your work.
Oh, hey there!
That's right. The name's Rowan. I've been working here for almost 15 years. Even the foreman, Grainville, always...
Whoa, you've been working here a long time, Chief.
If there's a...
All right, Chief. We'll be sure to come to you first.
Did you just ask about... Pretty sharp for newcomers. You've already heard about the rules, huh? All right. Truth is, you two keep working like this, you might be putting...
Huh? Wait.
Well, it's usually not that easy to break one on accident. The conditions of the hidden rules are usually pretty... If you work continuously in the production zone for 3 days, and if all you do besides eating and sleeping is just work, then something bad will happen during lunch on the 3rd day.
Huh? Like what?
If I knew that, then I wouldn't be standing here talking.
You mean, even you have never tried working?
There's actually a legend about this. They say that there was a worker who worked way harder than me. He was both efficient and eager on the job. One time, he tried to test his limits and worked as long as he could. Then during lunch on the 3rd, he disappeared into thin air, as if he'd evaporated. Later, some people went and asked some of his past friends about him, but they said, never heard of the guy.
What the? How could that happen?
Unfortunately, we were assigned different production zones. I never saw for myself.
Wait, are you thinking that it was... Huh?
Oh? You... Listen...
Yeah, I agree with Chief here. Do you really want to try? What is this garbage? Ooh, it looks disgusting! What would you like to do this afternoon? Knowing child, he must have been... Go!
Take it easy.
Oh, you must be the Traveler, huh? Sorry, mate, but competitors as strong as you are prohibited from participating. I don't make the rules, mind you, but hell, even convicts value their lives, But we have a game here that'll let you show off your strength, and you'll...
And if we lose...
Of course. That's the cruel reality fake. Okay, great. The targets in front of you will pop up one after another. You'll need to hit the targets in the same order that they popped up. If you can complete a few rounds in a row with no mistake, but the second you mess up the order, you lose. The game costs 300 credit coupons to have it go. So, thanks for your patronage, mate.
Okay, do your best to hit the targets, just like Colin said!
Not bad.
Seems we had a productive day. Maybe we our investigation today. What do you have planned? Right, we just need to...
Look who decided to show up! Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a-wasting. Oh? What's with suddenly wanting to work?
Sure. Let's... Nice! We did... Ooh, Paimon's had... That's it. Paimon doesn't even have the energy to talk anymore. Oh, Paimon's exhausted. It's... Wait a sec. Now that Paimon thinks about it, haven't we been working non-stop for 3 days? Oh, Paimon feels but it doesn't seem like anything's changed at all. And we made it to the coupon cap. Are the so-called hidden rules only a rumor after all? Well, there's no... Paimon wonders what we'll get... Wait, what? What in the world is that? Is this stuff... meat? But it looks and feels so bizarre. What do you think is going on? Is this the bad thing that Rowan was No, stop right there, Paimon gets... Hey! Isn't that Woolsey over there? Hey, Woolsey! Have a moment?
What is it? I'm about to go report the numbers for today's free...
It's about the meat.
The meat? Oh, that. Looks perfect.
How could this be... what should we do now? Woolsey wouldn't even give... Yeah, looks like we have no... What would you like to do this afternoon? Since we have time now,
Oh,
no need to be...
sorry. I couldn't help but think, it's hard to say.
Wait.
Oh, I'm always indecisive. What? Please, don't say anything.
Siege Wing? Hello, traveler. Everyone's usually... Enjoy? It's really worth watching. Are you talking about peps or people? Oh, I can see why you think that, but you shouldn't jump to See, we Melazines are a different... Wait, Melazines can see that? Yes. Take care of your body, and make sure we'll definitely take care...
Hey, it's the traveler. No need to tease me, okay? Listen, I feel ashamed about last time. Thank you for praising me.
Huh? No.
But when I was welcoming you, I didn't do... Come on, I insist.
Time to go.
Rowan?
I was injured a bit just now. Nothing.
Huh. Paimon wouldn't have thought.
I just knew you would say that. This is pretty embarrassing.
Oh, you mean she.
Yeah. The rumors say that there's never anybody in the infirmary in the half hour before lunch.
Huh. That's actually really strange.
Forget it. I can take care of a small sprain like...
Oh, wonderful.
Paimon likes having more coupons. Have you also been investing?
No, I was just slacking off, and you happened to catch me. My brother is still obsessed with anything remote. Oh, before I forget.
Huh? Credit?
I've been here longer than you. Coupons aren't a resource.
Aw, that's so nice. Hey, look! There's that suspicious guy peeking into the infirmary just now. He must have dropped this. The Melusine perceive the world very differently. As a result, their sense of aesthetics and beauty is... Whoa! This all sounds pretty serious. He sure did his homework. And as for the notebook... Oh, you want to stop invest... Okay, you should rest... So after working a few days straight, has our investigation turned up anything useful? Really? Well, we'll keep... What do you have planned? After working here so long, we're really but doing the same thing all... Yeah, it's good. What is this garbage? What would you like to do this afternoon? Knowing child, he must have been...
Oh, back for another try? All right, then.
Okay, do your best to hit the targets, just like Colin said!
Your strength really shouldn't be underestimated. Now I get why you're prohibited from nobody who values their life would be willing to get in the ring with you. However, you two haven't... Just go talk to Rusimov. Buy a ticket for whichever fighter you think will win.
But we don't know anything.
That's normal. Just watch a few...
He's got a point. Why don't we give it a try? If...
Bet at random, huh? Well, how should I put it? It's not like you...
Huh? We shouldn't get too carried away.
What? I never even picked a boxer before, and you already know about the rules? You're not just strong fighters. Seems you're pretty might as well tell you about it, since you already... Besides, I don't want to risk ever losing...
Is it that...
Okay. The hidden rule here is... If you buy both boxers' tickets, something bad will happen the next morning.
So the rule is that we shouldn't pick both boxers in the same fight. But if anyone actually did that, wouldn't they be guaranteed to lose coupons? Who would do that anyway? And what do you mean by...
How would I know? Not like I'm stupid enough to... But I've heard a story. According to the rumor, there was a masked boxer who possessed incredible skill and power. None of his opponents even stood a chance against him. However, in the final match, the organizers told him to take off his mask, and after that, he was never seen again. In his eyes, supporting both boxers in a match would dishonor the competition.
So you mean it's like a curse? He'll take vengeance on...
No, he was always wearing a mask.
Traveler, do you think that boxer was... Huh?
You're not Look, here I was just trying to be nice.
Yeah, it sounds pretty scary to Paimon. Seems...
Betting on both fighters will set you back about 3,000 credit coupons. If you have enough...
Oh, looks like we will... Oh, Paimon doesn't want to get up. What do you have planned? After working here so long, but doing the same thing... Yeah, it's good. Oh, just a regular... What would you like to do this... Maybe we'll be able to find some...
Are you two here to buy tickets?
Who are the boxers in the next...
We have the reigning champ, Le Grappler, versus a contender from the...
Are those their nicknames?
Since you're new around here, I'll help you out and give you a little suggestion. Anyway, this match, I Huh? I can tell you're new to this. Maybe you don't quite understand.
Oh, no need.
All right, then.
Yeah, we...
Hey, Traveler. Paimon. Package here for you. The next time you buy something, go pick it up yourself.
Huh? A package? For us? Did you buy something, Traveler? Paimon's not quite awake yet, so why don't you go take a look? All right! Yesterday we broke the hidden rule and bought tickets for both boxers. Oh, maybe this package... Paimon suddenly feels wide awake. Wait, maybe let Paimon go hide somewhere first. Just... Hey, wait! Paimon's still here! Don't open it! Huh? small bottle. But the color of the liquid inside looks so wrong. Almost like... Alright, that's enough of that. No need to say it out loud. Paimon already knows what you're trying to say. Ugh! No way! Get that stuff away from Paimon! Paimon thinks we shouldn't open the bottle until we figure... What do you have planned? Though it feels nice to slack off a little...
If there's no way...
Who are you?
I'm not! Of course I'm not.
Then what are you?
I'm a promoter for Fontico, and I'm usually responsible for promoting our drink products. I thought I could complete my...
Oh, a promoter from Font?
After discussing the company's promotional plans with him, he told me outright that... However, in light of our long history... let me take a moment and recall his exact words.
I'm just gonna stop you there and say no. If anything, it seems you don't fully understand the value of credit coupons here, nor do you understand the value of your own products. The former is because you are from the overworld, that's understood. But as for the latter, only someone monumentally stupid, so breathtakingly stupid, that they were completely ignorant of the value of credit coupons.
Anyway, that's how he rejected my proposal.
Well, he is the head honcho here.
Fine. I know, I should just let it go.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really...
Well, the next day we were...
So it is real. You didn't be...
Paimon's not sure. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you two don't seem to have... Still, I didn't expect you would actually do it.
Even if we bought tickets like everybody else, it's not like we could... When it comes to things like this, it's...
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from selling tickets. We make so little that even the current...
Oh, so it's the company that manufactures...
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. They reached... Anyway, you try...
Hey, what are these papers? Maybe not. Every page has the font to... Okay. Oh, you're right. Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, development of... We have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trials. We have decided to only conduct closed, small-scale... Sure doesn't seem like anything unusual. The company is just trying... let's put these papers back where we found them. But remember that we... Oh, just a regular meal. What would you like to do this after? After working here so long, but doing the same thing. Yeah, it's good. A mysterious box? Do you have any ideas, Traveler? Really? Well... Okay, so we'd better pick up the pace with our Yeah, let's get work... Hey, isn't that Vidoc over...
Ah. Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Impressive.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know.
Huh?
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone.
We get it, just...
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night. Even if you may...
Something even more terrible.
A group of
Cannibals?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. But what's even scarier, since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms.
You two look for... I've got things to do too.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her... Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon when will all the secret... Vidoc isn't...
Just stay... What? What are you saying?
What are you talking about? Listen.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us. But if they're being so obvious... Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon. So you mean we still need to
Take it easy.
Hello, Fielding.
What do you want?
We just want to ask you have you ever discovered anything...
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens...
well... right! We've...
Really? I see. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange...
So, what happens...
They just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month. And it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try to confirm the sounds to...
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep...
If that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I...
Don't worry, we don't want to... Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned? Right. Both are about... Paimon knew you would say... investigate. Whatever. Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already? Traveler, come on, wake up! Oh, it looks like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time? Really? So we're finally okay, well it's a careful! We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us. Uh-oh! Shh! Careful! We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us. Hey, not this way. We need to get to that pipe, remember? Hey, not this way. We need to get to that pipe, remember? This should be the place.
I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are.
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to say...
What you say? Yeah, so what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality at any time.
Hey, what's the point of all the...
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dorm...
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here. Huh? What is...
Isn't that exactly what...
Hey, do you know our boss? Whoa. We had no idea our boss was such a... So, did he have you come here to...
Oh, so your child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So, unless...
Wow, those dreams of yours sure come...
We gave him the business for a while, and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the fort. But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect. He was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the pancreas. You could always see how amazing he was. So eventually...
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to... And as his crew, if the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread. We just wanted to give them a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. Wow, it sure is easy to exploit people's fear of the unknown. But
Because as far as we know, it leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, but boss still insisted on go, so we told him that and that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him.
So you come and...
Yeah.
is it also possible?
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down.
Okay. Paimon was just brainstorming possibilities.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
The way up from here has been sealed off. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely...
Do you think Child got...
Not likely. We all know...
Really? Then
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards...
Yeah, we learned a lot about... When you said you knew a Fortunately, though, now that we can find a... It's morning already? Oh, Paimon still needs more sleep. Huh? Wait, look over there! Isn't that... It's one of Linny's cards! Let Paimon see what's Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone, it's been a while since we last... Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Linny's been... We...
Take it easy.
Look! There are some people talking over there!
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a...
Hey, speak for yourself, mate! I'm no...
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us.
I don't buy...
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start...
What kind of filthy bilgewater you... Listen, things ain't so great. Who wants to live in the...
And what makes you think they...
Whoa. Sounds like they're really... Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. If that's true...
Grab yourself a welfare meal.
There's a group of people over there.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey,
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were...
What's the matter? They just look...
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine.
You hear that?
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy and...
Really?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself?
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people...
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything.
So, you two...
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, whoa, all this info's work.
I don't mind him. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. What?
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals.
Oh, so you're the
You are correct. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of...
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character.
But did you know that Jurier was a...
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt... Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with...
You mean he hit a woman?
But that Lorvine's also quite...
Wait a second. You know...
Do you think it... Could it be that... There's...
After all, I do...
Hey, you over there? Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players?
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with... all right.
But why would you be looking for...
Whether you're throwing down... There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, sure.
Great! Since...
I thought you would have all...
Why don't you pick?
All right. Have you heard any spin? Did you know that there are some people... There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corner. I never really found their gossip very mind-blowing. If you're interested, you can go talk with them. They...
Good to know.
Let me think. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress?
Huh?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? A forbidden zone?
It's just a rumor we've...
Anything else?
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
One with nature. Time to go.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we
Oh, as Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this he is a harbinger after all. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our fight. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had...
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional...
Well, when you put it that way, it's...
Bingo! Is he...
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. It's the least I can do. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to...
Collecting...
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him?
We've been working together for a long time. Traveler, what say you to meeting here? Oh, and there's just one last thing though we can just sit back and wait. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping.
What do you want us to do?
Well, I won't call it easy. Listen carefully. You'll need to... You've mentioned several Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me, but also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first. My apologies, I just...
But that's not a bad thing, right? All right, then we'll...
Let's go our separate ways.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people...
Right. I feel like It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here, so... Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Whoa! Are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Let me take a look. Please, lie down over... Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, Travel. Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal... Oh, I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. And here? Huh? But based on my initial what about here? I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. So that's what it is. And there have been other inmates complaining about... Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to...
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like...
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
His stomach ache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry.
But it also looks like...
Well,
That's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they helped Miss Sishuin take care of—
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient?
That's correct.
Are you two—
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijween prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijween's
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary—
Hey, don't start arguing now! Please, keep it civil at least! Hey! There's no need to fight!
Release.
Please allow me to end this—
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessive—
He just slowly walked off? Like that?
That's just— I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's— Well, his name is
You really—
I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sishuin— No.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take one— Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we— Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon too.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the So his primary symptoms are abdominal— Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides— No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm— Got it! Paimon will hold— Oh, you're going to take a nap already? We've been to lots of places to— So you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry. You're awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long— Well, now you can go back without a— Thank you, Miss Sijween! Really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of Paimon, go take— Paimon talked with Sijween the entire time you— Whoa! You really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to get the info to Linny.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our...
That's good. That means you did. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated.
Wait, why is she...
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view infiltrating a guarded stronghold as a... Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before...
Is now really a good time to...
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows also I'm her brother, remember? It's...
Okay, then let's head...
Take it easy.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange.
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan unless...
Let's see if there are any clues.
Okay.
There are some books here. Advanced nursing? These sure are some interesting books. She even has books...
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right?
She would have said... Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time...
This is it!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been... The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? Let's look around here for some more clues.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message.
This is...
Is that all? The back. This...
Show me! Now!
That look on... Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have...
Writhely. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean...
Yes, that is a crucial question. Writhely, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhely. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Don't panic, just think everything over. Wait. You're right. The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... Could Writhely...
But what does he gain by letting Fremine...
So he's challenging me and We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to... If Writhely let him leave on purpose, then he's...
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to... Don't be like this, Lenny.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the...
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please...
I simply cannot allow Lynette to... I have to go. I'll...
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on...
It's not impossible, but it'll require extent.
Is that so?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like... Oh my! What's wrong, little one? Being able to read human expressions is... Wait! It's no use, we have to catch up to him! He's already out of sight! How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office!
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work well.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that maybe she'll appear behind you right now.
Is he trying to trick me into You knew we were investigating the... As for Fremine...
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a...
You removed our original members and spread the news of
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but...
He's not. What?
Winnie!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the Fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original...
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside and...
I closed the Fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver.
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't...
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So,
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know you need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact yours.
You want to see Father?
Well, I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are...
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father?
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she... Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite...
Winnie!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, Why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no... Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how...
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6.
Wait,
2. Time's up.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave.
Yeah, listen to the
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about... I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone...
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took... The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world of... Fonta's internal reports suggest that the... We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize... I've been told that the infirmary is always... We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. The research notes said that the Melusine... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an... Fonta's internal reports suggest... The Fonta promoter has been struggling. According to Collins, the Pancration... The Fonta promoter has been struggling The research notes said that we often see Miss C... The research notes said that the Fonta promoter has been We often see Miss C... The research notes said that the
So that's what's going on. The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed... At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health. Sigewinne visits the cafeteria. Sigewinne has only the best intentions with her surprise gift. Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of us, the recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals, cannot taste the care within and usually just... Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. Fonta's internal reports suggest... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he... Fonta's internal reports suggest that there's... The Fonta promoter has been... Fonta's internal reports... Fonta's internal reports suggest... The Fonta promoter has been...
Paimon gets the this rule too now. That hidden rule of the pancreation ring is about how, people get scared when they see it because they've but really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged a blood-red drink. It's new. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product. They came to the fortress of Meropide, and the Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, and so,
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this, although based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collect. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing your pay.
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Siegeween? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional.
Siegeween.
Not at all. I am merely a resident. When Monsieur Nervulet asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lenny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he? But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulet told me. His Grace knows it too, right?
My dear Siegeween, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. What are you talking about?
Take me if you want.
How touching. Can you just give me...
Don't be like that, Your...
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visits. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Siegeween, I leave Miss...
You...
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Cloran.
Freminet.
What's going on? What is Cloran doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off.
What happened to Freminet? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Freminet more...
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Freminet to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of... Of course, it would be best if he stayed... Sorry. I am aware that the
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial...
Please, look after Mr. Freminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Siegeween may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time...
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to...
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved 2.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking...
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that...
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already...
Might as well then, I suppose.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but...
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Huh. Remine?
He'll be fine. But for now...
His breathing's beginning to slow.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the...
Yeah, I'll take him from this...
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea.
Take it easy.
He's awake.
We're all here. The infirmary at the fort. How do you feel?
Traveler. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Where could Master Child be? This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it. This is where the water starts. Master-child pro... The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right... there are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the... My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's... No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it. I can't die here. I have to push on.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Miss Clarand brought you back.
Miss Clarand, you say?
You're still too weak for Monet.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarand will stay here as a guest for another few days.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Linny?
No. Please go on without me.
Linny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I...
Understand.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going...
Thank you.
Huh?
I take it Mr. Fremenet's condition?
Of course. I wouldn't have...
I've been expecting those two, but my...
I wanted to check up on Miss Claran.
Mostly fine.
If you don't mind, I'd like to...
All right. Thank you for looking...
Well, want to explain it?
Of course. But where should I begin? How about you...
Then Paimon...
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were...
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept. Initially, I thought their goal was... Linny suggested that I had to... Of course, it's inevitable. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I...
So you were hoping Lin...
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a form...
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto its...
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Claran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for... As a champion duelist, Miss Claran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremenate?
You can think of it like that, yes. That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremenate.
But we've already...
You make a compelling case.
Yeah, Paimon really...
Even if the truth may not be pleasant, follow me.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the fortress... Stand on the central...
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, what a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little...
Well,
Well, I'd advise you wait and...
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a... I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any very reasonable guesses? I've considered both of those. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremenate displayed after leaving the fortress...
The concentration of...
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where. Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and the indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird. Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced. Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them. And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of the Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered soul. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of. Let's go somewhere else. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The result.
Wait, Jurier, he's not.
Huh?
No need to panic, you two.
What? After you warned us.
I'm skeptical as well.
The results speak for themselves, don't they?
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work on... Good. Saves me a bit. Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As...
You want to blow...
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm all...
Gotta admit,
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my tech...
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using...
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than...
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge... This is also a production zone that Paimon's never...
How much do you know about Fontaine? Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. taking the Golden Bee with him and riding on a huge ship. He called his nation Lemuria, and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial...
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any could. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back. I'll leave you here for now. No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me.
Must have been Risley and C.
Yeah, I heard one.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sigewin is also busy with something or other, so let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the...
Ooh, he's good.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Well, I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very... What's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against, if I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working...
You're super smart!
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what is...
I can't believe it.
Let's see.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to... If you remember, I once mentioned that Father...
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father...
Yeah, that makes sense to me. The two of you have already aided us far too... If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the house. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Time to go.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served and...
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijween?
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare...
Huh. You're right.
What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon!
No problem. Just leave it to me.
So delicious. Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast.
Feeling full yet? How's the food?
Delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now.
Sijween, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melusine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister?
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well?
Oh, that. I just asked his. Thankfully, Cloran is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of... Although the path was blocked, we still stationed... Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any...
You were all super considerate.
It's just what we do down here at the... Oh, I really... Get a good night's rest, you...
just happened? I'm on super sleep. Delicious. I'm on 1 seconds.
Out of my way! Get out of my way! What happened? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Who's... What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, wait! What's wrong with these people?
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
We're still in Lavaroon. Do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Lavaroon was saying you...
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come... Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible. Upwards and...
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you...
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible. Attention, please evacuate upwards and
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, 2, 1.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Neuvillette? Why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to... Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't... Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
to the Traveler in Paimon? Though I'm sure he's already explained.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests, Miss Farina.
Of course, of course!
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the knave.
I've already prepared seats for you.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to see this. This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only...
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I. I wonder how he's doing nowadays.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess.
Oh, so you're all against ordinary people, my colleague. Come.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a
well...
Oh. And...
Because...
And where did he go after leaving the...
Well?
The fortress of Meripede lies deep. Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel...
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as... Hold on. The water...
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of...
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day! This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been—
Let me guess. We're
Indeed. But only...
I win this bet.
Very well. It was indeed.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought...
I figured you would have at least—
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now?
So what gift must the loser...
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking of—
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal...
Well, I'm sure his
I was under the impression the residents of a place like...
That was... Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the over...
No need to stay here.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
I must say, Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the
What are you trying to—
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontainian. Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your— The prophecies hanging above our necks like a guillotine. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjecture.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts, right? Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if Fontaine will be saved.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where...
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time.
I see. As a god, allow me to be so bold as to ask another one. Oh, that look in your eye.
The emergency response plan.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using— I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly— Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the tea party with us today.
Yeah, yes.
Of course I will. Although, I must say— Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned a— You too, Paimon.
Thank you, Paimon. Oh, Paimon. If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss It is getting late.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the
Paimon's coming too!
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their do I look like an irresponsible father to you? That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formals. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no—
They've all been working very hard and have always done—
You mean Writhsley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't— By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of— You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to—
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported—
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he— Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone—
Do you require help with any prep—
No need. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She—
Oh? Come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But anything left unguarded is usually— It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all.
Who are you? And what—
The fear in her pupils is genuine. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could— Not long after, my informants can— There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility— I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively—
Yes, Father.
My dear children—
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing.
Probably the handiwork of that—
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to— Oh, and—
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make— The initiative belongs to the House of the Heart. You should know the rest. Linny's group is quite close to you.
You attacked—
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even— I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with— I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Of course, that is all just— It is, however, quite amusing. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? Ultimately, though, you don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly.
Neuvillette?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply... So as expected, permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the You can't tell us?
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what, I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history, and now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
Neuvillette, are you listening? We were just guessing randomly. We didn't get...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. Well, there's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the Dragon Sovereign of Water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental Archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meropide? Paimon is a little worried. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Take it easy.
Now guess.
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Looks like you're recovering.
Thanks to everyone oh, right.
Whoa, how did she
She told me that it was nothing.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the Opera House and we met the
You met Father?
She said a few things that were,
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her...
Father is very capable.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought...
Hey!
Are you going to stay here?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will...
For real? Then Paimon...
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time, you...
Traveler!
Are you still doing all right?
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge...
A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulet paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him. Oh, of course.
How did Nervulet know that he was needed?
Well, Monsieur Nervulet has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level... I ran into the bombshell bros. Well, if you're not too pressed for time, just let me know if you get a craving for any particular... I'd like to take the opportunity...
You guys are back?
You guys didn't get caught.
Ah, and here I thought...
All right, there's
Hey, it wasn't just me.
something like I was also whenever he'd say that.
Hey, there's no...
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you say so.
Jurier,
Yeah, I would.
that's no excuse for...
Junior, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the.
And you? Are you still taking the secret?
Yep. That is still top secret.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh, yeah? Then what?
You two really are just using...
Not at all!
Take it easy.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface?
We wanted to see how the fortress is
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to...
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewin's gift with...
He sure sounds super...
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss...
Were the gifts milkshake?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Cloran received...
Those aren't even remotely...
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault from... Oh, and I have some gifts here for...
Are these from Sigewin too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Hooray!
Just remember to come complete your paper...
Take it easy.
We're back in our cell again. Sure feels that. Huh? How did you know? Hey, that's not true! It's like, we've now got... There are so many bad things in the world. You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you? Then let's ask Catherine to give... you start thoughts making. The last time we fell asleep, we should be safe now. All right then. Good night to you, Traveler.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some? For you? Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from.